Gucci Gang. It's your boy AJ.
It's your girl Candy.
We are back with another
banger.
Oh, it's a long time with her. Alright guys, so what we doing today, babe? Who are we reacting to?
This guy, this relationship guy, he's like a relationship whisperer.
What's his name?
Well, he was.
Oh, well, he was. His name is Derrick Jaxn. Did I cheat in my marriage? And like, I ain't gonna lie, I saw this on Facebook. So I'm like, I been seeing all these memes with the girl, her bonnet. I'm like, what's going on? Where's this video from? So I finally watched the video. I watched a part of it. I didn't watch all of it. So I finally watched the video. And like, they just saying like, oh, the girl's stupid for staying with him. Oh, this guy career's done. You know, this whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah.
All right.
Let's see the truth.
Yeah, right. They say the truth will set you free. But first it'll piss you off.
What's going on, guys? Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Maya. And we just wanted to address a couple of things.
Are you holding hands like that?
I was looking at
already
that.
Heard, maybe not. That this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about...
like, imagine, like, hold on, like, imagine me telling you, like, on camera, like, see, and you my wife, like, I was involved with other women, and you saying it like this. Like, imagine that. That's crazy.
Very much Will Smith vibes.
That's what word. Like, that's really crazy. Like, she's saying it like this, holding his hand, like, like she a robot or something.
To sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing, and some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with, but without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out, definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in alignment with the
too calm
of what it means to be faithful.
Yeah, she know like she want to be there.
Now,
but first of all, I know mad
girl,
people, I know mad people was coming at her for this. But I bet you the main ones that was coming at her but cheated themselves.
And my thing is though, my fault. What makes it worse is like, first of all, you're already cheated on. So why you going on camera with a bonnet on? Like you're not even like.
It's not even a bonnet. That's a hat. I look closer.
It's the same stuff.
Not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God. Then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything.
What the heck? It just started off.
He said he's accountable to God.
Yeah.
Obviously not. That's not. He's not following.
No, not necessarily. People cheat. That doesn't mean he was with God then. And even if you make mistakes, you make mistakes.
I'm a Christian guy. We Christians over here, so.
Christians.
I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly,
not doing the right thing.
I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time or any length of time to any extent, and think that I can't be held accountable. The same way that I preach, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma or whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bet and have had to lie in it. And now we're finally getting on to the other side. In our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys. So we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Yes, so I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is no justification for bringing other women into our marriage on any level. And it was unacceptable. And it's not something that I tolerate or that we tolerate moving forward. And when I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, you know, I need to leave or why haven't I left? And the answer is, when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone and stood firm on, I am not coming back. And
I'm sorry, guys, but I just want to say this, like, it's irrelevant though. Why does he keep holding her hand like that? He just really got both his hands like
They probably
like this,
very
like
affectionate. I don't know.
it's summertime. Nobody want to be touching each other like that. It's hot outside.
You don't know where they live. They probably got ear on. She got a hat on. Okay, it don't look hot.
True.
I've seen a shift and a change in his mentality and
That's a nice
how
house, though.
he carried himself and how he presented himself and conversations that we were able to have
Whew,
that we
12
had
years.
never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other. And when we were able to have these dialogues, said, okay, Lord, this is something that you've had your hand on. And this was with me being completely removed from his life. And him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to eliminate these things that led the catastrophe that you guys are seeing for the first time. So there's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and wise counsel.
Wonderful.
From,
Wonderful.
Men of God. And that is what I needed for the continuation of me being present
Good job.
in this marriage
Really?
and to stand by his side. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation. I have no hurt, no shame about that.
Because of God.
And it's only because of the grace of God and the mercy of God. And we have...
Because people got to remember, people always that watch it is always going to be quick to say something. But there's obviously, I don't think it was something that just happened. It's obviously something that happened a while ago.
Yeah.
Time went by.
There's multiple people he's messing with.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Time went by from then. So, I mean, like, you can't be like, leave him.
And that's a wife. I'm pretty sure she was know what he was doing.
Half the females that probably was telling her, move on, will come right back quick, faster than her.
Half the females is getting cheated on right now and still staying with people. So it's like...
I mean, seriously. Just because he's a relationship counselor, whatever you call him, doesn't mean he have his past, y'all.
I just find it funny how, like, the whole... I mean, you know, we are in a generation where everybody make jokes online, social media, so I'm just making a joke out of it.
Yeah,
like,
it's
how
just
he
like
just,
like
you know, just comical a little bit.
Right,
but,
just showing finding the, you know, the funny side of it.
Yeah.
But we know it's obviously like a serious
Trust
situation
me,
in
because
marriage.
every couple got their problem. We argue. We don't cheat, though. We don't do that right here, though. I'll leave
Nah.
I'll leave
I'm like,
she cheat on me.
I would never.
We ain't like this. We ain't doing this no good. We ain't doing this. That's a no.
It's gonna be like a
that's a no.
Sorry, I'm gonna slip your shirt down.
All right. Oh snap!
Already turned a new chapter in this story. We are continuing to move forward.
What's the
and
big
just
business?
Sharing that with you all, and I forgave him, and most importantly, God has first forgiven him, and I also forgive the others as well.
With
and
God, you can do
with
anything
that,
you
we
want.
are free and moving forward. So that's all I have.
And I get it. Some of y'all, like, this may come as a huge shock, probably a huge disappointment. I let a lot of you down.
It should just show his imperfections. That's all.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Nobody's perfect.
Prime example. What's that guy name? That pastor, that Kirk Franklin, who was online cursing his son out online. He's a pastor, right?
Don't bring Kurt up in this.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's showing that nobody's perfect. Though he's a pastor on the phone cursing his son out. It shows nobody's perfect.
Oh, listen, that's true.
He even said on the radio that, you know, I'm not perfect though, but so it shows you, everybody's perfect.
Absolutely, 100%. Agreed.
To perfection, and it's simply that, you know, I am a human And that does not justify anything that I did, but I don't want anybody out there to be putting me on a pedestal. If you did, then I hate that you did that. Maybe I gave you cause for that, and I apologize if I did. For those who are saying, Derrick, I don't want to ever listen to you again, it's totally understandable. I appreciate you.
You still sitting there just like this,
get the message
expressionless.
Yeah. So many people who needed it, myself included. And for those who are going to continue to support, I appreciate you like never before, because I know it's not going to be easy going forward.
If you were somebody like who's watching these videos, would you still go back to him and watch him or no?
Yeah, now more so than before, because now I see your realness. Before I'd be like, yo, ain't no way in heck you gonna be this good of a man. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
You can't ask me a question.
He can still be faking it though, just to protect his brand.
That's true.
He can still be faking it though.
But that's true, but that's something you would have to watch and see or decide, okay, I don't want to watch it no more. You should be able to tell if it's...
What y'all think? Let us know what y'all think.
You should be able to tell if a person is being truthful or not. Just like how when people do YouTube and stuff, you can tell if they like not genuine into it or whatever.
That is true.
Same thing.
All right.
Also, many things are still fresh and attached to my name. But for everybody out there, if you get nothing else from what I've ever said over the last 9 years or right here in this video, please get this. Nothing is right until it is right with God. Nothing works until it comes into alignment with biblical standard of how God told us to do things, especially when we're talking about a marital, spiritual covenant.
Yes.
You know, you cannot do this by your own understanding, your own intelligence, your own willpower, your own values. You have to have the grace of God to break free from certain things, to stay away from certain things, to not operate from your lowest self, whatever it may be. And it's because it's really only by God's grace that we're even able to be here on this video, holding hands. Well, like a year ago, 7-8 months ago, even I couldn't see this happening.
Dang.
I thought it was over, and I already had.
Sorry, you said 7-8 months ago. All I could think about was they went through marital issues and the pandemic.
Relationship with God, but that's the fruit of bringing things in alignment with God, and the mess that's been made, the mess that's now being made public from last year and years past. That's a result of getting out of alignment with doing things God's way. And again, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace. Alright guys, so let us know what y'all thought about that down below, because I know this is a huge topic, okay? I definitely want to know what you guys thought about that. Make sure you guys comment. Again, hit that subscribe button.
Right freaking now.
Right now. If you put it to the end, let us know you made it to the end of the video for a shout out in the next video. Alright guys, peace.